Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. The numbers are in for the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board for the month of April. Now, as I get into the numbers, remember that March, COVID-19 affected the last half of March, but really not the first half of March. April is a month, that was affected by COVID-19 for the whole month. So let's have a look at what happened. I've got your sales here, I've got your active listings at the end of the month, I got your months of inventory, I got your average sale price, and your days on the market. How do I get months of inventory? You take your active listings, divide your sales into your active listings, and that tells you what your months of inventory. Obviously 1.7 is very strong seller's market. So if we look here, sales, January, 4581. February went up substantially, 7256. And then we went to 8,012, which imagine what March would have been if the last 2 weeks hadn't slowed down because of COVID-19. And April, we ended up at 2,975, down by 63%. Substantial number, everybody. So if we look at months of inventory, of course it's going to rise. 1.7, 1.2, 1.3, very strong months. So here's what was happening in the first 3 months. Sales were climbing. It was looking to be a banner year. Prices were rising because of your months of inventory. And then what happened? We went to 3.5, or we went up by 166%. So we can see what's going on. You can see here what's going on with your prices, and look at your days on market are up from what they were in the previous 2 months. Now, if we look at April, 9,042 sales in 2019, opposed to 2,975 in 20, down by 67%. Let's face it, no matter how you cut it, that's a big number. Price is almost identical if we go back to April to what it was this particular April. This here is an interesting chart, and this one and the next slide I'm going to show you can actually download. You can print these out, you can study them, you can use them on presentations with buyers and sellers. But this shows your months of inventory, which again determines your price, up or down. And it shows it for 17, 18, 19, and the first 4 months of 20. Now, here's what's interesting. Look where we started, right here. Just over 1.5. We went down a little bit, then we came across, went up just a tad, but look at all of a sudden we went up to 3.5. Now, if we go back for the last number of years, you can see that right now we're the highest months of inventory that we've actually been since 2017. So then the question is, what's going to be happening over the next couple months? Well, my suggestion is this. May, as Canada is starting to open up, is going to be a stronger month. There's going to be more sales happen in May than I'm sure happen in April. I think there's going to be more opportunities. In other words, the pie used to be this big with sales, went down to this big. It's going to start to expand again. So we need to be out there talking to buyers, talking to sellers, and helping those people right now that want to buy and sell real estate. Now, what I also created for you was this. This is from 2011 right through to 2020, and this is every April, roughly for the last 10 years. Now, it gives you the number of sales that took place. It also gives you the number of active listings, and also gives you the months of inventory for all of those years. And the reason I created this was I thought it might be advisable right now to have this with you when you're doing listing and buyer presentations so that the public can see what's going on. Because if we go back, look at last year, we had 18,000 listings. Right now, we only got 10,000 this year. Now, we also did 9,000 sales last year opposed to 2,900 this year. So to sort of what's going on in your marketplace, and that way I think you can better educate buyers, better educate sellers so they can make better decisions. Bottom line is this. There's opportunities out there. If you're working right now, there's all kinds of people who want to buy and sell real estate. I believe the next couple months are going to be very decent months as our country starts to open up. So it might be a good idea to get out there and try to take advantage of those opportunities. Anyway, it's a beautiful life, everybody. Make it count.